where you can use this API I mentioned earlier on and create chatbots that are personalized and tailored to your kind of business. So let's say you have an educational website where you teach people how to learn, maybe new languages and stuff. You can actually use AI to create a platform whereby people could go and learn languages on autopilot. Now you don't have to. Yes, you don't have. Yes, you don't have to teach them physically. And how do you leverage on that? You can actually charge them. Make plans. You can have packages so that certain features will be limited to certain categories of people. So if you want more features,
you pay more
for your own convenience. You have to pay. So you can have your free plans, you can have your paid plans, and with that now you've started an AI company, an AI-based company.
Okay, before she asks you the next question, to what extent can artificial intelligence substitute human beings when it comes to the world of work?
Okay, well, to what extent artificial intelligence can substitute? It can't actually substitute human beings, but it has the ability to work faster and make self-informed decisions. So let's say, for example, I would just use ChatGPT. It's a commonly used AI-based tool. Now, what does ChatGPT do? It just has the ability now to take in the information you've imputed into it, and then it feeds you back answers based on its fed data, pre-trained data, and most likely it will also have the ability to scan for information through the World Wide Web to also relay your results back to you as the output. Because now what happens with the process of AI is it takes in the input, it processes it, it retrieves data, and then it gives it out to you as an output. So whatever you see on your screen, on your mobile phones, your tabs, your laptops, these are just the outputs of what AI is capable of, giving to you.
Okay, what I'm asking, for example, just like what you said now, let's just say I'm a very busy professional that doesn't have enough time, probably maybe in the past, to write all my speeches and all of that. But now with ChatGPT, let's say I'm good at using ChatGPT. Let's say I used to outsource those writing to people before. It means that if I'm good at using ChatGPT, I may not give. If I used to have 2-3 people used to write for me, maybe I may end up working with only one person. So somehow it has substituted that particular. That started playing the role that some of those people would have played.
Exactly.
So I don't need their services that much. That's what I really meant.
Okay. Yes. Okay, breaking it down to that level now, as you had earlier mentioned. Now, in terms of substitution, like you said, it would most definitely have the ability to substitute certain roles. It makes your processes even faster. It enhances and optimizes how your general performance in terms of, let's say, for example, you said you're a script writer. Let's say you're a script writer or you're a blog writer or whatever. Now, in the advent where you have to look for a professional writer to write certain things for you, you can easily just leverage the tool AI, which is, for example, ChatGPT. You put in whatever topic you want to input into AI, it processes it and then gives you information. Now, like you said, it has the ability, it does have the ability to substitute certain roles that would have been over-leveraged. But now it can just do that in record time. And that's another thing, because now it's not just substituting, but it comes with loads of other features that would help you as a person. It personalizes your taxes on a daily routine. You understand? Let's say you're a writer. You want to make you want to write let's say on a topic about how chatbots they work. Now you can easily put that to AI. AI will give you a very well detailed plan and information about the topic you just inputted into it. Now when you do that, you can see that it has ultimately changed the narrative for you. Now, in the sense that it gives you the information that you can actually use to either maybe publish something or just use it for learning purposes. Now, I was going to mention that AI just can, like you said, can substitute certain roles, but it doesn't have the ability to do everything.
Okay.
Because Sometimes the data is limited.
Can you tell us about the limitations of AI?
Okay, the limitations
because, for example,
AI.
I know that sometimes, like maybe when I was using ChatGPT initially to tell me the knowledge is limited to so year.
Yes, that's
so
because
tell us
that's
a little
because
bit about the
that's because
limitations
of the data.
ChatGPT and some of these other AI
That's because
tools.
of the data that has been fed into the AI tool might be limited to a certain period of time.
Okay.
So it's like a time series event. So you have information dating back as far back as, let's say, maybe 2000 maybe 10, yes, or 2002 or 5. Sometimes, we have online archives.
Okay.
So what they do is, just like you can search for a particular thing on Wikipedia and you get tons of results about that thing. Now AI can also do a very similar thing, but now it gives you a more in-depth analysis on what you had requested of it to do. Now, dating back now, if the information you need has not been imputed into the data, it has not been trained to analyze this data and feed it back to you, then for it's a limitation. It can't go beyond what it has been fed to give you out as an output. So that's the limitation with AI tools. Yes.
Okay. What role does AI play in customer satisfaction?
Oh, okay. Well, like I said initially, chatbots is a common example.
Okay.
So I have a company. I do not have the time to listen or always respond to customer feedbacks on a daily basis. I could easily automate that by gathering all the FAQs for the company, and also imputing custom prompts whereby the customer could easily maybe click on it just to see the already embedded information based on what they are, the issues they are trying to get a resolution for. So let's say the customer wants to know how much time it would take for a product to be delivered. Now you already have that imputed into your AI chatbot. So once they click on it, it automatically generates the output, which is maybe a period of 14 weeks, a period of 1 month. So you don't have to now do it manually. It now optimizes how your business performs, the operations of your business, and then it also helps create room for scalability. So you can improve on other aspects of the business while AI tackles the customer response and feedback.
So are these questions are already imputed?
Yes.
Maybe you yourself as a business owner, you've already thought about maybe possible questions that customers would ask.
Would likely ask. Yes.
All right, no problem. Thank you so much.
Okay, so I would like you to talk about some of those. We've spoken a bit about ChatGPT, but you can still talk more about it. Some of those AI tools that entrepreneurs should be familiar with. And you can still talk about ChatGPT and talk about some of those things people can achieve with ChatGPT. Talk about some of those AI tools, like you mentioned, Grammarly. There are different AI tools, especially those ones that people need on a day-to-day basis for their businesses. For the most entrepreneurs, we need just talk about those AI tools.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so there are a plethora of AI tools. As a matter of fact, the trend of AI is rapidly growing on a daily basis, because more people are interestingly fascinated with the usefulness and the approach AI gives them. It just changes their perception about how technology as a whole has evolved over time. Now, some tools you could use are there's a tool called Midjourney. Let's say you have a blog and you want to create you just need really high definition images for your blog, that corresponds with your blog posts. Now you could use a tool called Midjourney. Midjourney is an AI tool that has the ability to convert text to images. Yes, and it can also improve on the said image by several variations. So if you want to have, let's say you have you input it into the Midjourney AI tool. I need an image of a boy holding a cup. So it automatically generates it for you in record time. It's a very fast and efficient tool. Now, you can now also ask the tool to make several variations of that particular,
so you can see
input.
A boy holding a green cup,
a red cup,
a boy with a red hair.
So it just has the ability to like make variations for you. Now you can now select and choose which one you want, and then you go ahead with that. Okay. Now the next tool I would also like to point out is Gemini. Google has its own AI tool, like a ChatGPT.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just launched recently, and it has same capabilities and features
like
that ChatGPT
it's called Gemini.
Okay. Yes, Google's Gemini. So it's more personalized in terms of AI user experience. So you use ChatGPT. Everyone knows it's a very commonly used tool, but I think Google's Gemini is more personalized. Okay. So you can just tailor it to what you want. You can actually use it to automate your daily routine.
Okay.
I got to discover that while I was reading the documentation about the Google's AI. So that is also a good one to try out for entrepreneurs. Thirdly, you can use this other tool called Pictory. Let's say you're a content creator, you want to create videos, maybe not really animated videos, but like you can use Pictory to like generate videos from text.
Okay.
Yes, it has the ability to convert text to video. Just like you have a text to picture, you have text. Yes,
what's
exactly.
The other one called now?
Midjourney.
So yes, this is text to videos.
Text to video, exactly. Okay. So you can maybe use ChatGPT now to create like a script.
Okay.
Right? Create a script, and then you input it into this other AI tool, right? And it generates a video based on the script you had inputted into it. So that's a good tool to also leverage on. That's this now. I'm just narrowing it down, just to a few that people could actually use. Now, in terms of entrepreneurship, now I feel like it's always based on what ideas you're looking at establishing. So what you want to establish as an entrepreneur, the ideology you have behind a certain kind of business will be quite different from what I would want to establish or implement. So let's say I need an AI tool that to generate barcode scanning, right? Barcode scanning. And you as an entrepreneur, you need an AI tool that does maybe facial verification, right? You might also need to implement AI in your business by saying, okay, I need an AI tool that it just is an auto signature tool, because now AI now is a very vast field. So if you want to leverage AI tools, you actually can. It's not limited to. The only limitation you have with AI tools is that you do have to have some sort of knowledge on how to use it, because it's a tool, and every tool has to. It has a user manual, right? Yes. So you must understand how it's being used.
Yes.
You must study it, yes, to get the best out of it. That's just the only limitation. But everyone has access to AI, and you can use it to start up a business. They can use it to optimize their taxes, their daily taxes, or their business options, their models, right? You can also use it to scale an existing business. Right, just like I said with the chatbot, it's very capable of doing that.
Okay, so how do you gain like a competitive edge over maybe business owners, your people in the same businesses. People in the same business field as you.
Now that's one of the biggest challenges with AI. There's a lot of competition in that space, right? So if you're looking to have an edge over other businesses, leveraging on the same tool, I think the best way is to have a niche, come up with a more unique idea. So it is your idea that makes you stand out, right? Yes. So you can't go into that space trying to be like the next guy. You just want to make sure whatever it is you want to implement using AI, it has to be completely unique. just like I mentioned, we have AI tools for certain kind of purposes, text to image, text to video. You cannot actually have an AI tool that does something entirely different that probably hasn't been thought about. And the good thing about AI is, I forgot to mention initially, is, AI can actually give you business ideas.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So let's say you're blank on ideas. What do you think? You can ask AI, okay, what business ideas that are small scale, depending on how you want to go. You want to go small scale, you can ask it to like give you suggestions, recommendations on what you could actually do, leveraging AI, to like maybe start up a business that would be more or less it could be more or less like a business where you don't exactly have to have much invested into it, but you can start up from somewhere, right? And
maybe
then
daily income. And
yes, something like that, or something that just solves, because now, like I always believe, it's just a notion that I have, is if you really want to be outstanding in life, you must try not to follow the crowd. So if you know you want to make something out of life, then you just have to go for something that piques your interest, something you've always wanted to do. Let's say you want to create a website. You can ask AI, how do I create a website? I'm a makeup artist, right? It will give you the steps, the guided steps on how to go about that. You say, okay, I have a barbering salon. I need steps on how to improve my business, and probably add exposure to the business, ways I could enhance my daily routine for the business, how I could create more reachability and accessibility. You understand? You can use AI to do exactly that. As a business owner, like I said, for pre-existing businesses, you can actually, and those who want to start up businesses can actually use it too. So it's a tool for both parties, or anyone entirely, anyone that wants to like venture into the space of, okay, how do I leverage AI to like start up or improve my business? It can completely do that for you. Yes.
Okay. Wow.
Okay.
Before we round up, let me just ask, how did your internship at Google in Moscow shape your perspective on global trends and innovation?
Okay, well, it was a very short program.
Okay.
Yeah, a couple of weeks actually, and it was immersive. It actually did. It just changed my perspective on how technology has actually evolved over time, and with that gave me like hands-on experience on how to like practically apply the knowledge gained from that short boot camp for about 2 or 3 weeks. So, and it gave me this urge whereby over the years I've been able to apply most of the things I learned in that workspace, because now I could use certain information that was gained from that bootcamp to like start up, because we were taught how to start up business. Entrepreneurship is one of those key things that you're being taught in the bootcamp. Then you have, I'm also a developer, right? So you also have access to like certain range of tools that helps improve your coding skills, and speaking of coding skills, AI has the tool. The AI tools,
or rather, people that need to code.
Yes, you want to learn how to code. From the grassroots. You don't have any preliminary knowledge on what coding is. In fact, you don't even know what programming languages are out there. You don't know what frameworks are out there. You don't even have a single clue as to what it is. You can actually use AI to start from the grassroots, and a day at a time. Before you know it, you're out there, and then with that you can also go ahead and maybe you want to outsource and get further information.
So with AI, anybody can actually venture into
anyone
tech
can venture into tech.
Grow.
You can venture
to become an expert.
Exactly.
With AI.
Yes, with AI.
Okay.
It's very possible.
Okay. I'm not so much of a tech person, but
AI can also, it can help you learn how to code.
Okay.
It can also do the coding for you.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So it can also help like all these website designers.
Yes, exactly. So let's say there's a tool on an what's it called, a development environment, right? You use this like VS Code, that's what it's called.
Okay.
You use it to write codes, and you run the codes, you test your codes now on the platform. Now there's a feature called autopilot or copilot rather. That copilot has the ability to complete, is a predictive tool, that is a predictive AI tool that would complete certain kinds of codes for you. Let's say you have a section where you want to impute something. Since it's a copilot, it has already studied the existing codes you've written, and then it suggests what should be the completion of that code. So this is now the usefulness of AI. So for someone that is already a developer, you can use that to, like, kill time rather than spending bulk time writing codes for maybe a very simple task. You can use AI. Maybe write a couple of codes and AI just does the completion for you, and you run your code. You debug, you check for errors, and you fix them. And it also helps you fix them.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. That's maybe the last question before we round up.
Okay. My last question is, what advice would you give to maybe a fresh business person that wants to start up their business? What advice would you give them concerning artificial intelligence and how to use them?
Okay, firstly, for those who are starting up businesses, for a startup, and they are not well exposed with how AI works, and probably they're just looking for a means to, like, scale a business idea they have in mind. Like I said, they can actually use a commonly user-friendly tool like ChatGPT, because that's the easiest. You understand, and it helps in a range of industries. You can use ChatGPT for studies, for students, for medical professionals, for those who are into education, those who are into maybe tech also, just like I said. So now the business owner can just simply impute that maybe idea they have into a ChatGPT.
It can even help you write a business plan.
Exactly.
I've written a business plan for somebody.
Exactly. So you can just impute what idea you feel you have. Maybe you've not really thought of it. You've not really thought of how expository your idea is. AI can help you expand on it and even give you better insights on what you might not even know about the idea you're brewing, right? So when they impute this information into ChatGPT, it processes it, and then it gives you recommendations, suggestions, and possible implementation methodologies, you understand, and how you can, leverage on that and make sure your idea is being brought to life. So you just, once it gives you the information, it also gives you the ability to follow a step-by-step guide on how to implement it. Like I said, you have a barbering salon. You want to go beyond the norm of just having a salon, people just walking. You can actually build a website where people can pay online. They can book for your services online, right? And AI can help you with that from the grassroots, because now nobody actually builds a website from the scratch anymore in this age and time. Everyone is already working on already done templates. So templates are what's applicable now. I get a template from maybe GitHub. It's an open source tool as well, where you go and you can see people's codes, download them, maybe improve on them, use them for your own personal projects. So AI can actually suggest, okay, do this, do that, and before you know it, you're well off, right? Your idea is already established. So that's just one of the many examples whereby you can use AI to start up a business.
Okay.
Well, all right. It's just like we should just keep going on and on, but we are limited by time.
Right.
I would like you to give us your contacts. How can people reach you? Maybe email, phone number, social media handles. Maybe they need your services, either consultancy or probably they like the way you look and they want you to come and model for their brand.
Yes, I'm also
because since you're a model, please, how do they reach you? Yes, as we round up.
Okay, right now you can reach me out on Telegram. You can reach me out on Instagram and my mobile phone number. I don't know.
Call the number.
Okay, so you can call me on 07067 570627.
And call it again, but slowly this time so they can get
I'll take it slowly this time around. 07067 570627.
What of your handle on
okay,
Facebook
for
and Instagram?
I don't exactly use Facebook.
Okay.
I'm more of an Instagram.
Okay.
And
Telegram.
Telegram, exactly.
Okay.
Because
okay.
I'm a financial trader.
Through that your
I
number, they can get you on Telegram.
Exactly, yes.
Okay.
They can use that to reach out to me on Telegram.
All right.
Yeah, that's.
Thank you very much, Mr. Wisdom.
Thank you
we
very
hope
much
to
for
have
having
you maybe
me.
some other time in the future again
It's
to
my
talk
pleasure
about
being here.
something related to artificial intelligence.
Thank you very much.
Viewers, thank you for watching. Make it a date with us next week for another interesting episode. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.